Recently we had a leap day as part of a leap year, but what is a leap day and why do we still honor that every 4 years? Let's get into it on the next Astronomy and Coffee. Well, I hope Leap Day was nice to you all, and that Leap Day Williams brought all the young and young at heart candy and joy and cheer for all. Well, why do we have a leap day and a leap year? Let's get into that. So you might not think that a leap year or a leap day would be associated with astronomy. It sounds like something that we just put up with that's hard to define or rationalize why we do it, like something like daylight savings time. But a leap year is actually deeply ingrained in astronomy and how we revolve around the sun. If you're new to this, a leap year is when we have 366 calendar days instead of the usual 365. We tack on an extra day at the end of February. And it's not just us that recognizes a leap year. The Hebrew calendar, the Islamic calendar, and the Chinese and Ethiopian calendars, they all recognize leap years. There's also leap seconds, but we won't get into that too much right now. So this all comes about because the Earth doesn't exactly revolve around the sun that is perfectly timed to our calendar. By that I mean we have what is called a calendar year and we have a solar year. So a calendar year is exactly 365 days. However, a solar year is actually 365 and a quarter days. Actually, it's 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 56 seconds. It's that quarter, that extra little quarter, that adds up over time. Now, if you think about how many quarters makes up $1, that's 4, you'll already see where I'm going with this. A leap year is recognized every 4 years because we have to add up those extra quarters in the solar year, and all that adds up to 1 extra day. So what would happen if we didn't account for the difference between the solar year and the calendar year? Well, the gap between the calendar year and the solar year would add up over time and continue to widen by those 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 56 seconds. And over time, that would shift the time of the seasons. So, for example, in some 700 years, if we didn't do this, our summer would begin to start in December instead of in June. Now, if you really want to get into the weeds on this, this system isn't perfect. We gain about 44 extra minutes every 4 years. That adds up to about a day every 129 years. So we skip the leap years every centenary year except for those that are divisible by 400, like the year 2000. This still accounts to some issues why leap seconds are being experimented with. But in short, that's why we have leap years and leap days. The sun doesn't revolve around the sun at exactly 365 days. It does so every 365 and a quarter days. We add those quarters up, which means every 4 years we have to add a day to our calendar. And now you know why we have leap years and leap days. See you next week for another Astronomy and Coffee.
Leap day is not a thing?